Hi, welcome to Take a Break, Take a Breath for Monday, July 20th. I'm Rick Boyer, the pastor of Prospect Presbyterian Church, and Take a Break, Take a Breath is an invitation to pause in your day, to center yourself in God who made you, to set aside all of the things that are clamoring for your attention, and to just be at calm and peace and breathe for a bit. Each time that one of these sessions is presented, I've been looking at a different psalm, and today we are on Psalm 58. Psalm 58 is a psalm of lament or complaint. And the psalmist, what makes this one unusual is that the psalmist starts out by addressing the ones who are doing wrong. And there is some difference of opinion on whether that is God's with a little g, or mighty ones. The New RSV says God's. The NIV says mighty ones. And the psalmist starts out addressing them and then moves to describing the wrongs that they are doing. And then he turns to ask God for justice and vengeance. And we need to be careful when we read a psalm like this to recognize that vengeance here is not vindictive revenge, but the doing of justice, and that sometimes in order for justice to happen, the wrongdoers have to be confronted. Now, the other thing that's tricky in this psalm is that it describes the wrongdoers as lions and says break the teeth out of their mouth, and has some pretty violent images. And those images are really about the weapons of warfare. The teeth are the sword and the weapons of warfare. And the psalm then finishes with an assurance, a confidence that God is bringing justice. So the verse that I chose, because of all of that complaint and vengeance talk, is at the end, verse 11. People will say, surely there is a reward for the righteous. Surely there is a God who judges on the earth. That brings me comfort to know that there is a God who is going to set things right. So I invite you to go to a quiet place in your house and close the door, settle into a comfortable chair, feel the strength and support of that chair on your back of your legs and on your back and under your arms if you are putting your elbows on arms of the chair, and close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath. And as you breathe in the breath of God. And as you breathe out all that separates you from God. Breathe in the breath of life. Breathe out all that separates you from life. Breathe in the good air. Breathe out the stale air. Breathe in the peace of God. Breathe out all the anxieties. Now, allow the deep breathing to bring you some peace. Feel the peace of God coming to you. Feel it washing over you. Maybe think of it like water that runs down over your head. And as it does so, it brings relaxation to the muscles in your body. So it washes over your head and your forehead and your face and your jaw and your forehead relax. And then it washes down over your neck And you can feel the peace and presence of God coming on that part of your body. And the muscles in your neck relax as the peace of God comes to you and the presence of God is made real to you. And then it washes down over your shoulders and your arms and to your hands. And maybe you turn your hands face up, palms up. And you receive God's peace and presence, and the muscles in your shoulders and your arms and your hands relax. And then it moves down your back and down over your chest and your stomach, and it relaxes the muscles in those parts of your body, and the peace of God is coming to all of those parts of your body. And then it washes down over your legs, your thighs, your calves, your knees, your ankles, your feet, all the way to the tip of your toes. And the muscles relax. And the anxieties float away. You are washed in the presence and the peace of God. And in your mind's eye, go to a place that is quiet and peaceful for you, a place where there would be 2 seats, one for you and one for God. And God may come to you as a person. God may come to you as Jesus. God may come to you as a mother. God may come to you as a father. God may come to you in some other way. As you are sitting in that place, you notice all of the things around you. What are the smells and the sounds? What are the colors? Do you feel a breeze, or is it still? And you see God coming to you and sitting beside you or across from you. And God invites you into a conversation about all that is happening in your life and in the world and in your family, all of the anxieties that you bring to this moment, all of the things that you want and hope to have set right. Have a conversation with God in this moment, and I'll be quiet. And then the time comes for the conversation to end, and if it's not long enough for you, just hit pause. And you say goodbye in whatever way is appropriate. And you allow that image to fade away. And you bring yourself back to the room where you are. And when you are ready, you open your eyes. Let's take a break, take a breath for Monday, July 20th. Partway through, I changed the volume on my voice. That is because I've received some feedback that it was too quiet sometimes. So, and I remembered that partway through. So if If that volume helps you, if you would let me know, that's great. I always am looking for feedback, or if you need someone to talk or pray with, send an email to rick@prospectchurch.org.